And welcome to Kelly's Wordy Reactions. Let's see, I gotta set the, let's see, I gotta set the stage here. Mm, why is this always hard for me? Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see, it's one more thing that needs to be set. Where is it? All right, so hello and welcome to the channel. I just came on here. I just wanted to have a little quick discussion, really see what y'all are thinking with regard to, hello, thank you for stopping by. I just kind of wanted to see what y'all were thinking with regard to, let's see, the new subpoena that Sonya got. I just saw that Wendy Williams did like a brief interview with Don Lemon, and so I heard most of it, but I kind of dropped out. I didn't hear every part of the interview, so when I get off of here, I'm gonna go back and listen to the entire interview. And then I saw that she went on the Breakfast Club. Hey Zen Soul, let's see, what are you saying? Yes, Thankful Thursday. That's cool. Okay, can't respond. Okay, I got you. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, so Wendy is, so basically what Wendy was saying was that she's still in this like locked away situation. She feels like she's in prison. Um, and that's so unfortunate because I was really hopeful, like seeing her with her son and everything. I was hopeful that she was in a better situation, but it doesn't sound like she is. And she had her niece maybe on the phone with her. She had a family member on the phone with her. And so she's still, that thing, whatever that is, that guardianship program, that really needs to be adjusted. They really need to revamp that thing, because having people in a position where it's like they are literally imprisoned by this thing that's supposed to be helping them or keeping them safe, that is whack as hell, really. Hey, Texas Toy. Thank you. This thing was so hard to do. So my daughter was supposed to do my hair, and we kept missing each other, and I had to do it myself. I had this other choice, and then when I put that hair in, it was like too silky and fly away. So then I ended up going like the total other end of the spectrum. And I like the way it looks now that it's in, but it was real hard to put in. It was real hard to separate the fibers. We're not going to call it hair because it is synthetic. It was hard to separate, but I do like it now that it's in. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Um, y'all, Sonya in this subpoena situation, and I need to clear up something. I did a video about Peach McIntyre, like her eviction, and I just like heard a couple of YouTubers talking about it, and they're not credible. I'm gonna get myself to where I can pull these documents and stuff for myself, so I'm getting there, because I really don't like giving misinformation. But apparently that was just a motion that was put in on Peach McIntyre, that the landlords really do want her out and they want to continue on with the eviction, but she is not evicted. This is more to it, and there hasn't been a judgment made. So I really don't, I'm getting there. I don't like giving misinformation. So she's not evicted if you were here for the Peach McIntyre content when I did that. And then Sonya, y'all, I think Sonya is really in trouble. I really do. And it's crazy, right? Because she had so much. It's almost like she was asking. It's almost like she was taunting those people, because every phone call, especially once she realized that, she was content, right? It's like every phone call, she was having something to say derogatory about that prosecution. And so I just really think, like, in a roundabout way, this lady she asked for that. Because how much do you think that you're going to taunt the prosecution that has this man on they got him every which way but loose. Like, they got him on so many different things, not necessarily convicted, but he's been charged with so many different things. And how much do you think you're going to just talk to them or talk about them, and that they're listening to the calls? Keep talking about them, keep talking about them, keep talking about them in the whole criminal justice system in a derogatory way. And before they start looking to see, like, okay, hold on, wait a minute, let's see, you hate the criminal justice system so much. Like, what? Because I think we think like lay people. I'm not a part of the criminal justice system, so I'm not really looking at it like them. But if you think about it, you hate the criminal justice system a bit much, ma'am. Like, what do you do? what kind of role do you play in being on the other side of the criminal justice system to where you hate us this much? Like, you can't stand yourself no criminal justice system. Why? And so once you get to listening to the calls and you really, I think a lot of these things they probably heard a long time ago, because they've been listening since before we were listening, right? They've been listening for a long time. So they probably heard a lot of this stuff a long time ago. But the fact that she hates them so much, and she just taunts and she says so many things about everybody, him and his Fannie Mae, and she's in love with Donald Trump, and she just has so much to say. So how long is it before they actually start saying, you know what, let's go ahead and really listen to what she's talking about? And I think they heard it a long time ago. I don't think they were necessarily interested. But after you hear her so much, and you pick up on these little things, and she just won't, Nesta will be trying to get off the subject. Then she's just constantly circling back, hammering back in to the prosecution and what they do and what they ought to do, and how they ought to let everybody out. They ought to just let everybody out. If you didn't do this or you didn't do that, they just need to let everybody out. I don't know. It's just like, okay, how much do you think they're going to hear that before they start really probing into what, almost like on Criminal Minds, and if you have ever watched Criminal Minds, they have these people that are, what do they call them? They're like basically professional at figuring out who has a criminal mind. And I don't know, like psychologists, and I haven't watched it in so long, I forgot the terminology that they use. But basically, like, these people understand, profilers, that's what it is. So they have these profilers, and I'm sure she fits into a profile. Like, after you really listen to her for so long, she fits into a certain type of profile. And So, we've heard so much stuff that she's done. She has um, she has helped him to witness tamper. Like, I think I said on another live stream, hey, cross country cruiser, thank you for stopping by. But yeah, like, okay, so I don't know that she can necessarily get in trouble for contacting a witness if she didn't know. But she knows that he's not supposed to contact the witness. So at the very least, you're helping him do something that you already know that he shouldn't do. And the calls prove out that she knows that he shouldn't be contacting those witnesses. And really, it's been more than one, right? It's the alleged SA victim that she helped to contact. And then also his daughter, which I don't know that his daughter on a witness list, or is she just, I know she did a witness outcry statement. I'm not sure if I really don't think she is, charged him with anything. Hey, Ernesto Shackle Shuffle's Walk of Shame. How you doing today? Thank you for stopping in. So she helped. She helped contact the SA victim, alleged. She helped reach out to his daughter, which his daughter, I don't think there's any charges, but his daughter gave outcry statements. So I don't know if there's a charge associated with that, but I feel sure that it is. If you know that this person isn't, it's like helping somebody do something that it's not lawful for them to do, then for me that seems like you're helping somebody else do a crime, because it's not like, at this point in time and ever since he's been locked up, it hasn't been lawful for him to reach out to these people. So then there's that, and then there's that legal mail. And I feel like they're gonna end up, and you know how Sonya, like, she says these things and you really don't want them to happen. Like, if it's you don't want it to happen to you, but you're talking too much. So you know how she's always says, thank you so much, thank you. So I had a little story. I had to do my hair myself. I had another crochet style in, and I took it out because the hair was silkier than I wanted, and then I put this in and I thought it was too frizzy, but I'm getting used to it, so thank you. I do like it too, thank you. But y'all, it's that's a mess. It really is a mess. And I think between that legal mail, I was saying about how she says, like, they always get you on all these charges. They can't just ever charge you with one thing. They want something to stick, so they charge you with all these charges to make sure something sticks. So now you getting ready to have to give them all of this stuff that you've ever done, which we know we can just we haven't even seen every single thing that she's written back and forth to anybody, any and everybody, just the things that we've heard on the calls. So we know she's done this legal mail trick several times. We know about her contacting the witness and going back and forth and all that stuff with infamous Sylvia. And then she's got all the documentation that she's got to give. And then I heard Fran say something last night about her not having an attorney. What is wrong with this lady? What? Y'all, who deals directly with a district attorney and you don't have an attorney? What are you doing dealing directly with the DA? What on earth is wrong with you? I mean, we're of the age where we have heard the Miranda rights over and over and over and over and over again. She's not under arrest, but they're talking about bringing her into the grand jury. Like all of this wording doesn't scare you, ma'am. Like you're gonna go before the grand jury. The DA is the one asking you for the information. You're talking and writing, you're putting things in writing to the district attorney and back and forth. Like, what is wrong with you? What type of mental condition do you really have that you think that it's cool, that it's going to be of your benefit to you to deal directly like that? I don't know. Cross country cruise her says, shaking my head, no attorney, she will get 5 years. Keep playing with your freedom. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like already that's enough stuff right there to get her a few. And oh, look, after all of the requests had been made, on the subpoena and everything, and then when it talked about it's a felony to do this, it's a felony to do that. Do you know it's a felony when you do this right here? And do you know it's a felony when you do that right there? And ma'am, they're not talking to you because they want to kick it around with you because they think you're cute. Like what on earth is really, we all know it's something wrong with this lady, but this is into the higher heights. And then infamous Sylvia over there just continuing to kind of like perpetrate it all, just like it's some type of game. They is wild. And Nesto Shackles Shuffle Walk of Shame says Sonya is going to FAFO and be in prison before Nesto. That's a possibility because her stuff is more cut and dry. Look at what happened to Erica. Erica done got her probation and got on away from there. And Nesto is still, shuffling around. Nesto is still waiting around. That's a real possibility that she could actually get something said and done before he even ever goes anywhere. And look, Nesto don't care. He doesn't care. He's like a condemned man sitting over there. He don't care what happens. As long as he gets somebody to answer his calls, send him some money, keep him a little bit of company, he don't care. It's like, to me, he gave up a long time ago. When he himself didn't cut off all that talking and, all of that stuff, knowing that those people can figure out whatever they need to figure out. When he didn't cut some of that stuff off himself, I'm like, okay, so he don't care. He's entertaining himself. He's waiting on everything to play out, and he's not gonna let go of his money, somebody supporting him and entertaining him. He ain't gonna let go. So just that's a madness. Y'all know how the people from the UK podcast be like, a madness. That's a madness. I mean, it really is something. I think it's one thing to like think somebody is stupid, like, oh, you stupid, oh, you crazy. But then it's another thing when they just show you like, no, I really am, deficient. That's really what's going on here. I really don't have it all. So, like, who would ever thought, we thought this lady was an adulteress and just, a bitch. Who knew that she was just insane, that she has insanity? Man. So y'all, if y'all didn't already see about Wendy Williams interviewing with Don Lemon, and then looks like she talked to the Breakfast Club. I need to go back to my seat and put my little headphones on and listen to the Breakfast Club interview. So I need to see what she was talking about over there. But yeah, it sounded like she sounded very coherent and very much like she knew what she was talking about for the most part. But somewhere in the middle, I don't know if I started not being able to tune in as good, or if she was just saying some stuff that didn't make as much sense as you would want it to. Then I think her niece or her relative chimed in and started saying, you know, she really has a lot of fear behind just talking and saying everything that she really wants to say. So it's hard to tell if she's just holding back, or if she's kind of getting in a loop with, you know, mentally. I don't know. I'm gonna go listen to it again. Okay. Yep, I get it. I am. I'm gonna go watch both of them though, and see what happened. And so, oh my gosh, it's so much going on, y'all. And then if you haven't seen Legacy Moons, did she do that? I think she did a live stream last night after Infamous Sylvia went on, and she reviewed IS, talking about Nesto, reading text messages between Nesto and Sonya. Y'all, when I tell you it's just the most. And Sonya is just still talking about the fact that they can't talk like they want to, because she just hates social media is in their conversations. And what did she tell him? A lot is going on that she doesn't want to worry him with. She did like slide in there that she got a updated subpoena. I'm like, this lady is still treating this stuff like it's some type of a social media game, and you're gonna end up in real jail. Oh, and also, if you haven't seen, which all of y'all probably have, but if you haven't seen that V. Lenore is back, she has a new channel called Cuffs and Comforts. And so go over there and subscribe so we can start looking at that content. Whenever she starts putting things up, she's going to be putting up stories, like story times, and she's going to be putting up interviews, and it's going to have a lot to do with people that are in jail, and have their like testimonials of jail and I guess prison and all that type of stuff. So her channel is Cuffs and Comfort, so be sure to go over that channel and subscribe. When I subscribed last night, there was no content on there yet, so I don't know when she's going to do the first content on that channel, but that, I bet that's going to be really interesting. And she has a really amazing, kind of sad, actually very sad story that she is talking about on her channel with regard to where she's been for the last couple months. So y'all be sure to go over to V. Lenore and go subscribe to her new channel. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get back and watch some of this stuff, but I'll be back to chat and talk about everything that's going on, and especially when I really want to see what they did on the Breakfast Club. So anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.